Hello everyone, here we've got hopefully a repair video for this rare 1970s Pifco Whirlwind 9-inch desk fan. I've had this fan a few years now and it's just been neglected in the collection. It looks fine, but it needs some work. That neck bracket is broken. It's snapped at the bottom, unfortunately, so yeah. I'll show you in a minute. So hopefully we'll be able to either repair or replace it. I don't think I really have any to replace, but I'll double check. I hope I have something, but I highly doubt I do. If I don't, I'll repair that neck bracket. Yeah, it's snapped there. It's just snapped all along there, so. Should be there. So hopefully we're going to try and fix that, hopefully. Luckily one thing is, I don't think we have to tinker with this wiring because it's threaded from here to here and not through the neck bracket. Because it's through the neck bracket, then in order to properly repair this, you need to disconnect this wiring and take the head off that. It's not threaded through the neck bracket, which I appreciate a lot. Cause I really like it when manufacturers do this. It just makes working on neck brackets like this a dream. Because plastic neck brackets, I think, was one of the worst decisions in fans. Transition from, because metal neck brackets never had these issues of splitting, but plastic ones did. Of course they did. Great start. Anyways, well, I could probably do it like this. It's reverse threaded, mind you. The screw holding these on are reverse threaded for the oscillator. They tend to seize up, and this one's stripped, but it works. Next up, we just got to take off the motor housing. As you can see, this is the inside here. You've got a nice accessible wheel wicks. Got your Tatum capacitor. That is an original capacitor, to be fair, still going, which is actually impressive, to be fair. Got a cord grip here, which, I mean, that's not particularly the best. I might redo that at some point. No wire actually with another speed, and yeah, these are capacitor wires. Makes the most sense. But the main reason we're in here is we have to disconnect this oscillation arm. Can't wait for this flathead to be completely seized. Oh, it's reverse threaded as well. And it's actually loose. It's going to be very, very slimy.
Disgusting.
It's hard to show, but it's got a standard, like, clip, I think. You know, like a standard, like, clip thing, or like a rectangle, not rectangle, what am I on about, a circular thing. But it hasn't got any of like the struts in the side that you would use to help remove it, which is really annoying. So figure out something.
Hasn't got the regular struts.
These have like little holes in the side where you can like stick in to pry, but this doesn't have it, so I'll be back in a minute to hopefully remove it. After a lot, like that took a lot, mind you. I finally got it out, all bent up and screwed properly, but I think I probably might be able to replace it at some point. But the next thing now is to just pull the head off. Thank goodness there's a cord grip. Yeah. Thank goodness there's a cord grip on this, because that could have done some serious damage if I'm not careful. I should probably actually test it still works. I hope it does. Yeah, still works. I think I'm blocking your view. As you can see, it's stamped off like that. I think it's a that's a broken piece of Gangek bracket. That's a piece of Gangek bracket, mind you. Luckily, because the head wire is threaded like that, we can just let it rest here, not putting extra strain on that wire. We can remove this Gangek bracket. Let's remove the knob at the back. Show a couple of spacer rings. Got thread on there. Yeah, I don't think I have anything there. It resembles that, so I'm going to see if I can try and fix it. There was a user, or like someone that suggested, I think they're called Luke Davis. Do apologise if I got that wrong, who suggested me to use some proxy. Well, specifically some Gorilla brand proxy, because apparently it's really good for gluing stuff together. I promise I will at some point get some. I haven't got much left of this super glue. It is the strongest super glue I've used so far, much stronger than the previous stuff I used. And I think I'm just going to use up that and then use the proxy, because I heard that's way better. So, although I do apologise. Whoops. I do apologise if I'm getting your name wrong. Oh. Okay, that's actually in worse condition than I thought it was. I thought it just snapped in two. No, that's snapped in numerous pieces. Okay, that's actually really bad. That is actually badly snapped. Try to clean it up first before we attempt any repairs, I'd say.
It's falling apart.
God, this neck bracket is actually really bad. Wow, it's actually like generally one of the worst I've ever encountered. It's actually really bad. Oh dear God. This is really bad. It's like, it's crumpled basically. I don't know, look at this. It's crumpled. I don't know how, I'm gonna try. I hope that we at least got something to replace it, because that is really bad. I don't think it would be that bad. I'm gonna see if I can find a neck bracket I can fit, because I'd rather use that, because that is really bad. I didn't think it would be that bad. I've had a look, and unfortunately none of the spares are going to fit, unfortunately. They're way too big, and I think they will also ugly, very ugly. The only potential candidate really is Tatag 9-inch desk fan model DS9, the rougher one that I've got. The neck bracket's really not the best on that one either. It's not broken like this one, but it's not particularly much more yellow than this one, and unfortunately the plastic is starting to go brittle on that fan. Neck bracket included. So I think our next task is we're going to clean up as much as we can. I really prefer it when the head wire is this, because it means I don't have to tinker with it to get the neck bracket off to repair or replace or whatnot. However, it is broken. It was much worse than I thought. I was assuming it was going to be pretty bad, but that's actually really bad. That is really bad. Here's a broken piece. So many broken pieces. How does this happen? It's really unfortunate because these Pifco Whirlwinds are wonderful fans. Shame about damage. Oh, I dare. I know I'm still using super glue, but might as well use it up. Just really glue it back on. Why nothing come out? It's the smallest Phillips head I've got. Way, that should hopefully make it actually come out properly now. Yes, it's coming out properly again. Okay. I will say, yeah, it's probably the big disadvantage of. So I'm getting super glue all over myself, but the big disadvantage of super glue, as I'm getting it all over myself, is the lid tends to clog up over time. So you're watching me fix up a bottle of super glue instead of fixing a neck bracket, which is particularly great. Anyways, I'll get on gluing it and I'll hopefully keep you updated. And with that, we've got the new neck bracket installed. I just decided to use Katazo 9" neck bracket because it didn't exactly go well with gluing it back together because it just wasn't having it. It just wasn't wanting to go back together. I couldn't get it to hold back together properly. It just, none of the parts seemed like fit together. I think I got a bit angry with it and just decided to slam it a bit against the desk, and a couple pieces are now completely missing from it, so I can't make the neck bracket complete again, so I just decided to put in the Katazo 9" neck bracket. Unfortunately, it is quite yellowed, but it does seem to work and it's not broken. I also put a new thingy in there because I believe this what found is related to the Katazo 9", so makes it easier. I know the lighting outside, it looks like I've taken like 4 hours to do this. I can promise you, I haven't taken 4 hours. I did this a few hours ago. I had to go out and I went out and picked up an antique fan, which is quite filthy and has a concerning issue of drawing about 400 watts on 2 of its 3 speeds, which is really worrying. So I need to take a look at the wiring, seeing it's been rewired, and I need to see what the person's done to make it do that, because it shouldn't be doing that. But anyways, I think we can. The oscillator arm looked about identical, so I think we could probably attach that back, and hopefully we can get back to reassembling this fan. So hopefully it'll be all complete, and it's decently free, to be fair. Not bad. Yeah, let's get on to the reassembling now. these move a good amount of air for how quiet they are. Yeah, seems to be working with a tattooing neck bracket, all good. I mean, I do think they are related. Pifco Whirlwind 9-inch and tattoo 9-inch, I think they're related. Seems mechanically they do seem very, very similar. Yeah, identical mechanically. But sometimes you gotta make a sacrifice. One rare fan for another. There we go, we got fully working and tilting Pifco Whirlwind 9-inch desk fan. I did have to saw off the end because Katadon is a clicky one, so it has a little knobbly bit at the bottom which wouldn't fit on here. So I had to saw that off, unfortunately. But oh well. At least I got a working Pifco Whirlwind 9-inch desk fan this time without a broken neck bracket, which is awesome. This is why the 12-inch one is superior in my opinion, because it has a metal neck bracket. So I won't have neck bracket issues with that one, whereas this one is a plastic one. I don't know why the 9-inch is more plasticky, plastic motor housing, plastic neck bracket. Whereas on the 12-inch, good motor housing and neck bracket are metal. The base is metal though, all metal. Although like the buttons and like the badge. Although to be fair, I do think this fan deserves it because it's definitely yellowed in a few areas, but it's in good condition overall. It runs quite well to be fair. Moves a good amount. These do move I forgot how much air. These things do move a good breeze. These are powerful little fans. Wonderful to use. But there you go. Now I've got to go and work on this antique fan, which is full of cobwebs on the side and the air drawers. 400 watts on low and high, but not on medium, which is really worrying. I need to look at that wiring. What's going on there? Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see ya!